Okay, enselic taught you about selections. In this tutorial, I would like to expand on what he taught you and show you that you can create selections using the paths tool, and you can add and subtract things using the paths tool. Let me demonstrate. Click on the paths tool button here and click on the design mode, and let's create a path. Right there, click on the control button on your keyboard to close it. We've got a path. Selection from path creates a selection. You see that? Selection from path creates a selection. Also, if we go to our dock, click on the paths thing here, you'll notice our path has been created based on what we've done here in our paths tab. Let's unselect that, go to select none. All we have is our path. Another way we can do it is we can go down to this, see this red box here? You go to your paths tab, this is the paths tab, go to the red box. We want to add a selection, and so we click on shift and press this button, and voila, we have made a selection using the paths tool. Now, how is this good for me, you're asking? Ignore what I just did then. We can use it to select, for example, the iris, but unselect the eyelid. Let me demonstrate. Go to the ellipse. I'm going to add a selection here. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to change the eyes from blue to green. And why do I want to do this? I don't know. I've roughly selected the iris here. Yeah. Oh, that was my mom. And I've created this selection here. I want to subtract the pupil, so I accordingly do that. Notice now the only thing we have selected is the inside of these concentric circles. Of course, you'll notice that the eyelid forms part of the selection. We want to get rid of that using the paths tool, design a path, and we want to create a path that runs roughly along the eyelid. Notice that? The path runs along the eyelid. So we make a random thing. Control to close our path. As before, the path appears in our paths tab. That's a path we just created. It appears there. We want to subtract it. Notice this has already been selected. We want to subtract this bit from the concentric circles. So we go down to our red box here. Make sure you go to the paths tab. Have this highlighted. Go to that red box here. Red box reminds us if you want to subtract from current selections, click the control button. Now we click the control button and we press this red thing here, and voila, you'll notice that our current selection has deleted part of the eyelid from the concentric circle. So now when we want to change the iris color, I prefer green, so we want it green. Notice now it's green. Now we just color in the iris and we get this lovely kind of green eyes happening, and I've done a pretty shoddy job there, and that's the final result. We made selections using the paths tool. I want to show you another thing. Notice how we've lost our selection. Now how do we get it back? In this instance, I'm going to click on Control Z, and we've got our selection back. We can save our selections. How do we do that? We show our selections here. We go to Select, go down to Save to Channel, click this button, and we go to our dock, and we click on our Channels dock. This is the Channels dock, and we'll notice that we've created a mask based on our selection. So if we ever want to retrieve our selection, we go to our channels, we click on this, and we want to add a selection based on the channel and the mask that we've created. So we click on Shift, and voila, we'll have our selection back. This also allows for complications. we can manipulate the mask. Now, if I click on the eyeball, we can see the mask. Now, I can alter the mask. Everything that's white or that's transparent that you see here is selected. Everything that's black is deselected. You can change that around. I want to click on a white color. I want to allow, make sure you click on select and none, because at that present moment with the selection there, for example, with that selection, that means we can only edit the mask within the confines of our selection. So I can only, if I make it black, I can only make it black here. You notice that? So you can, in effect, use selections to alter your mask. Select none. So for example, if I want to unselect stuff, I can create a white color and just draw some random things here, and you'll notice that our mask has altered. Now if I unselect the eyeball, our mask disappears, and we can create a selection based on this unique mask, based on this mask that we've created. The way we do that is we select the mask, go to that red box, we want to add, shift and click. Now we've got this wonderful selection here. Now we want to highlight the background, because if I color something here, you'll notice that our mask will be affected rather than the background. See, like if I color here, nothing's happening. Why is it nothing happening? It's because I've got the mask selected. Go to the layers, select the background, and make it I want a black color. And now everything within the selection, within the mask, is now turning to black. So there you go. This allows for further complications, like for example, go to select none, just ignore what I did. Now we go to our channels box here. Now I can manipulate the mask using selections. So I view the mask, and I want, within my mask, I want to have this circle bit selected here. That means I want to edit my mask only within the confines of this circle. I can do that. So I've created a selection. Click on the mask. Now go to your, for example, a paintbrush. Select a color, white. I want to deselect things, and I can deselect things within that confines. And voila, we've done that. Select none, and we go to our mask. I don't want to see the mask. I unselect the mask, and I want to create a selection based on what we've created here. I want to select only the white. So I select the mask here, highlight it, go to the red button here, and press shift, and voila, you notice that the selection is on the mask. You can see that? So done. You can also do more complicated things like create, duplicate the mask. So right now we have two masks, and with the first mask we can create a selection and intersect it with the second mask. So for example, I unselect. Now I just do a random thing here. I do that and create a selection based on that, and I can intersect it with our second mask. You go down here and click on Control and Shift to intersect, and everything that intersected with respect to the two masks, everything that's intersected and white will appear in this selection here. Fiddle around with it or listen to the video again if you don't understand. That's the end of my tutorial. I hope you learned something. If you have a comment, please leave it. And it's Head Dominion signing off. Good day. So, before, let me just show you. I go to the layers box and I highlight the background and change it. There you go. Allows for more complex things. Anyway, you have a comment, leave it. I love comments and I love the mic. Hope you learned something. See you next time, my students. Next time I'll wear a bikini, so that'll keep you more interested. See you later.